Taylor, obviously you're happy to get a win anytime you have to travel to Hobart, but today was another confidence-building win.
Yeah, I mean, today gave us the ability to play how we wanted to play footy, and I guess that showed after the first quarter. I thought North Hobart brought a fair bit of heat in that first quarter, and they were good. We weren't winning at the coalface, and rectified that, and then our ability to play how we wanted to play was really pleasing.
Yeah, you did really step up after that first quarter. What did you think changed in between? Was it just playing a bit harder? It seemed like you came out a bit sluggish.
Yeah, we did. Credit where credit's due. They came out and they brought the heat early, I thought. We weren't playing the way we wanted to play. I mean, we get the ball forward, but just weren't capitalising. And then, North Hobart dropped off a little bit after quarter time, and we were able to get some momentum. And footy's all about momentum these days, and they just weren't able to get it back.
Yeah, they've surprised a lot of teams this year by using their legs and getting over the top. Yep. It seemed like they weren't really able to do that at all. You guys had a lot of guys behind the ball. Was that a plan to stop that, or just a byproduct of them throwing guys back?
No, really. I think the guys that they threw back actually tried to hit the footy at pace and get through again. I guess that's a credit to the way that we were able to set up behind the footy today. I mean, the first quarter it wasn't good. The first half we didn't really set up behind the footy as we wanted, but after half time I thought it was a lot better. And I think they might have kicked 4 points after quarter time. So, it shows when we're able to play the way we want to play and set up the structures how we want to set it up, the reward is just.
Yeah, it seemed like definitely in your forward 50 you were able to pretty well do as you please, and your key forwards found a lot of space, had a lot of marks inside 50. Was that another structural thing, or again just coming up against a young side?
Probably a bit of both. Yep. We worked a lot on our forward entries this week, probably due to the fact that against Clarence our forward 50 entries weren't great. We were getting it in there, getting it inside 20 or inside 30, but just not capitalising on the way that we did it. I thought the work that we did throughout the week probably came to fruition today a little bit in the way that we were able to move and find that spare and kick it to our forwards' advantage.
Tom Couch had a pretty successful return, kicked 5. How'd you rate his performance across the board?
He's a quality player, isn't he? Whatever he does well. I mean, and that shows the younger guys on the outside. You just got to be clean first time, give it your first option, and hit your kicks, and that's what he does every time. So it stands out. Really good player.
He did have a few young guys step up. Fletcher Bennett kicked 4, I think, and Yeah, really happy with Fletcher and the way that... So he's played back, actually, majority of the year. And I wanted to keep him in the side because his endeavour and hunt at the contest and want is really good. So we just saw him forward this week and just give him a different look. And he was really selfless the way he went about it today. And the flip side, he got rewarded with 4 goals. So he shows if you play how we want to play footy, it works out. Who else did you think played pretty well? I thought Ponting had a lot of run on the outside.
Ponting was pretty good. I thought Egger played his role real well. We played back and actually rolled into the contest when they went in. I thought he was good. I thought Dakota Bannister and Cousins was good again, and Tommy ended up with 4 or 5. So Tommy Bennett and Berto were pretty good.
So you've got the bye next week. What's the plans for that? A few days off?
I'm not really sure yet. Depending on, we've got a bye, I think, in the middle of June. So I'll weigh it up over the weekend and on how the boys are feeling, whether we go as normal or we give them a little bit of time off. I'll see how we pull up from this week to gauge that.
Probably comes at a pretty good time for you guys with a few guys being sick a few weeks ago and then 2 trips down here to Hobart.
Yeah, we've had a pretty tough month of footy. We've played 5 games now, 4 or 5 games. Pretty tough footy. I think the break is justified and needed. I think it's handy that we have a bye within the season. It gives the boys time to refresh and be ready for Lauderdale at home, which would be a good match up against the reigning grand finalists.
It was a good start. The first quarter, you guys are really competitive, but it got a bit ugly after that.
Yeah, it was tough. The first 15 minutes, we were getting our hands on the footy, using the footy how we want to. Forwards were hitting up, lowering our eyes. Obviously, kicked the first 2 goals, and then after that, their class and experience took over.
Yeah. They really stemmed your ball movement, I thought, after the first quarter. Usually you guys are pretty successful getting over the top and using the legs of some of your quicker forwards, but they just didn't give you a chance at all to get out.
There's a lot of heat on the ball carrier. Their forwards applied a lot of pressure, and then when we whacked it back out, it went straight down. The Bombers guys had set up well behind the footy and they got repeat inside 50 entries, and obviously they kicked a large amount of goals, and it's just bearing in mind our back line. I mean, in total they've played 20 senior games, so 6 guys down back with 20 senior games between them. It just shows the difference there.
Yeah, I guess
especially last week losing Q. I guess any week it's a shame not to have him, but this week where it's spent so much time in your back half, you doubly miss his experience.
Yeah, I mean, when we did the side on Thursday, you sort of look at Couch's back, potentially playing forward, Bert's forward, McCulloch's forward, Bennett's is forward, so you sort of have concerns that you're not going to have the right matchups. And with the amount of inside 50s they had, it was pretty obvious they were going to score pretty heavily towards the end.
Yeah, I guess everyone's understanding that you guys are in different places in your development and there's going to be results like this. Is this one that you just say, well, it's a bad day, they're a great team, or is it one that you can take stuff out of, there's positives to be had?
We asked the group after the game, every player, what they learn out of the game. So there was 22 things up on the board that the guys have learned out of today, but then we as a coaching group and the players as well have to actually do something about that to ensure that these types of things don't happen again. So whether that's a short-term fix, the answer is no, but long-term, and we are here in this league for the long haul, and we're proud that we're still part of the state league. And you got to remember, it was sort of 7 or 8 years ago, Northern Bombers weren't an outstanding club, and they've turned things around, and now they're the benchmark of the competition, both on and off the field. So we aspire to be like them, and we'll continue to do things that enable our club to become great again.
Aside from the result, do you as a coach walk away and say, we've had 22 blokes give 100% today and feel proud of that?
I wouldn't say I'm proud. There were guys that I questioned their efforts at half time. I mean, you get beaten by 160 points, 170 points, you can't be proud of their efforts. There were guys that were poor. There were guys that were okay. So, as a coach, I'm not just going to use the age demographic as an excuse. I'll continue to challenge players, and that's the only way we're going to get better.